Good morning, everybody. Welcome to pre-market update. Today's hot topic is Bitcoin, so we'll start from that, and then we'll review Ethereum. Then we'll review all of the major indices and also all the commodities. Please hit the like button, guys. I really appreciate if you can spend 1 second to hit the thumbs up button. That helps channel grow. Okay, so you can see Bitcoin is on this support area, this big yellow box, which I have since a while ago, like since November. And Bitcoin would come back to this box and bounce multiple times, just bounce. A significant development happened today where we made a new low. You can see this low is below this previous low, all lows, this is new low. Now this really needs to hold here, and this is where this 200 EMA is also coming, light blue line. We'll find some support here on Bitcoin, and we could chop around here, but the trend is definitely down. So even if we get a bounce from here, let's see, even if we get a bounce from here, it might come back and go lower. The reason why I'm saying is if you look at this BTC futures, this is a big gap here around 77K. This happened after election rally. Election day, 11th November, results were announced, and big gap up here. Okay, now there is a gap down here. So what I'm saying is in the short term, we could get a bounce to fill this top gap, and then it could come back lower to fill this gap. Okay, so this gap here, if I go to 1 hour chart on Bitcoin, you can see this gap was created here. So if I draw a line here, horizontal line on this gap, here you go. This is a gap, and let's go back to daily chart, and you can see exactly this is what I'm expecting. Even if you get a bounce, it should come back and fail and then fill this gap around 77K. That looks like the most probable scenario. We'll see how it goes. And in terms of Ethereum, you can see very weak coming to this previous area of support. If I draw a box here, this whole area was acting as a support before, so it could come back and this might act as a support. Now Ethereum gaps are here. Okay, 2236. So it looks most likely it will go and fill this gap. And again, like Bitcoin, if I go to 1 hour chart on the CME future, this gap down. So even if Ethereum pumps with Bitcoin, if that happens, which might not happen, but so you can see if Ethereum pumps, it could fill this gap and then come back down later. All right. So just keep that in mind and plan accordingly. There are more gaps at the bottom here, around 1900, 1600, 1400, but let's not talk about that. But this looks like a good short opportunity if we get a pump here on crypto. All right. And then in terms of levels, you can see here Bitcoin is already now going in the buy zone, just continuous sell off. Not sure what the news was, continuous sell off on Bitcoin. And again, we could get a bounce here. We'll see how it goes. Ethereum also same thing, could get a bounce here because it's in a buy zone right now. In terms of indices, guys, S&P 500, you can see coming from the buy zone, bouncing from the buy zone, Nasdaq trying to bounce from the buy zone. Dow Jones is better than all of the indices. This is Russell also now trying to bounce. Yesterday also tried to bounce, again failed. Same thing on all the indices. Again today trying to do that again. In terms of daily chart, if we go to S SPX, you can see we are, let's go to a weekly chart. We're sitting right on this white line, which is 20 moving average, right there. If you look at my video, I was saying we could go lower, and that's what happened. We went lower and then now touching this white line. Every time we touch this white line, we bounce. You can see multiple times we bounce. So you gotta be very careful here. Don't be too super bearish. I think we could be getting ready for a nice bounce here. And on Nasdaq, let it load all the EMA lines. Here you go, also coming very close to this white line. In terms of long-term chart and the levels, you can see here RSI coming very close to green line. So even if you get like a um, lower, the lower we go, the closer we get to green line, we could expect a bounce. So be very careful shorting here. I think the time to short is gone in my opinion. Rest is up to you, but I think we're getting really ready for a rally very soon uh, on this chart. Okay, so let's go back to our chart here. SPX, there are no gaps. One gap down happened, so it could rally to fill that gap. There's a gap, couple of gaps at the bottom, but oh, let's go to daily chart. Sorry, here you go, daily chart. There is this big gap here. That is possible. Looks like if they want to do that. If not, then they will rally and fill the stop gap. NDX, no immediate gap, There's a bigger gap here, still far away. We'll see if they want to fill that gap or they want to rally from here. We will know soon. Dow Jones trying to recover, got rejected on this 50 moving average yesterday. Let's see if they can pull again today. IWM was also weak end of the day. Tried to rally on top of this 200 moving average, still failed. Let's see if they can do that today and then try to recover this 200 EMA blue lines, which is usually act as a good support and area to buy. Let's move on in terms of oil. Had a bounce yesterday, again failed bounce. CNQ was very low. Um, sorry guys, very bad price action here. You go to 1 hour chart, very oversold. Getting a 9 count SPY signal today. Let's see if we get some rally, but very unusual for this stock to be down so much since stop. Like since stop, it's down almost 30%. Very unusual for a value stock like CNQ to be down. Not sure what's going on in the background because all other sector, XLE, Sunco, they're all up. We'll see some kind of manipulation going on. Toronto Stock Exchange holding nicely on this 50 moving average. Hang Seng Index had a down day yesterday and then bounced out of this 10 moving average, green line, and looking very bullish. Bond market looking very bullish. Finally came back down, broke down below moving averages. Might be a stop rate and then going higher again. TLT looking good, recovering now, going higher. And other commodities, natural gas gap down day before yesterday. Now again trying to fill that gap. Gold by the dip, just very bullish. Very new highs with divergence on RSI PPO. I think a significant sell-off will be good and healthy to around 2700 if we can get that. Silver also looks like it's in front of some support. Copper 7 count SPY signal trying to bounce. Sugar very good, inverse head and shoulder, just look to buy the dip now. Wheat also look to buy the dip if it comes to this blue line. Could find support on this white line, we'll see. Corn also in front of some support around 50 moving average EMA lines. Dollar index still in the support area, okay, still in the support box. So let's see if it can bounce. What else is interesting? Apple had a nice day. 9 count SPY signal, sell signal yesterday, but nice recovery and still some gaps to fill. Google was down. Maybe they want to fill this gap. Let's see. They're already down pre-market 0.52%. Looks like they want to fill this fully gap 177. Microsoft also had a down day, but these are all good levels to buy these stocks. CrowdStrike also in front of some support. ServiceNow also in a 200 EMA SMA area. This is area you could buy. NVDA was down. Let's see if they can recover this in front of this 20 moving average white line. Let's see if they can recover this somehow. AVGO also had a down day. Tesla was down yesterday. I think Tesla is coming here, to be honest. First, it will fill this gap 321. Then a bigger gap around 250 is here. I think it's coming there, in my humble opinion. MicroStrategy filling this gap finally. 270. If you watch my channel, you know I was telling this gap is going to be filled. Below opening below that gap, 269. So you can see how all this price action, like from top to bottom, how much down it is now. Almost 50%, half your price, your value of your portfolio is half. Unbelievable dump here. UNH is near some support area, so maybe if we go lower, that's an area you want to be buying. Should consolidate here for a while. Okay guys, that's it for today. If there's any particular stock you want me to review, put a comment. And if you want to know what stocks I'm buying, if you want to see the levels I shared earlier on, click the join button in the description of my video and join my channel. Let me know your user ID. I will add you to members only section where I share stocks I'm buying, zones for all the stocks, and a lot of other good things. And VIX looking nice. It could go above to fill this gap around 27. If not, then it's coming down. If it comes down, that's good and bullish for stock market. We'll see how it goes. All right, guys, talk to you later. Bye.